I want to have a little chat with you, okay? I had a moment of negativity earlier today, which I managed to get myself out of. And I talk a lot about how you think and feel about things, how you interact with yourself, what are you saying to yourself in your own mind. If you've been here before, you know we have these chats from time to time. And I kind of hit that wall that I've been able to tear down many times over the years. There were times when, I would feel really bad about a live stream, okay? I'm going to go and live stream later today. Oh, I don't feel like I got the creativity. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be interesting. And, you have always been there to support me, and that has actually helped me in a journey of, assessing those thoughts and realizing how they're not entirely rational, and that you can think yourself into a different strategy for what you're going to do. So, earlier today, I was struggling with creativity stuff. I had loads of little jobs to do. I was just juggling everything, thinking, how am I going to get anything done? Oh yeah, I've got a live stream later today. I had this plan to do some creative building. I'm not going to be able to build and do all this stuff. I just don't have the creative juice, right? And then I realized that, listen to this. This is just negative self-talk. You're telling yourself all the things you can't do. And if there's one thing I've learned, live streams are amazing, because every time I do one, loads of awesome people tune in. We have a great time together. And so over time, it has very much become like a very positive thing for me to look forward to over and over again. So I thank you. I thank you all for making it a positive thing with me. I do appreciate it. So yeah, anyway, I managed to interrupt that train of thought. And I was like, no, wait a minute. I'm going to set myself a standard here. It doesn't matter what we do in this stream, okay? I am going to try and get creative. And if it doesn't yield anything, then that pressure in my mind of, I need to produce, I need to create because I'm a creative type. We're going to throw all of that out of the window. Whatever happens, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to listen to the remaster of the Command & Conquer soundtrack, and we're going to hang out and chat, and we're going to make the most of it, okay? And so, I didn't know I'd be saying all of this to you, right? It just hit me as soon as I was about to start. I just felt like I wanted to get that off my chest, Opportunity to let yourself go, says Blocks. Yeah, that's it. If you're going to come to something that you're committed to, I have a commitment to my live streams. If I'm going to bring some sort of negativity with it, what is the rationality behind that? The rationality behind it is that I am worried about not being productive and not reaching some sort of objective, which would be to walk away from this stream with all you entertained and having some amazing towers built, right? That might not happen. The creative building is hard. I do it quite often, and it sometimes takes an hour to get going, and then all of a sudden you've got a groove and a rhythm, and you're putting stuff together and it all works. Doesn't always work like that, and so we've got a short live stream today, and it might not happen. We might not build anything of value, but that's fine. We'll lower that expectation, because expectations, they can lead to disappointment. So if the expectation is about playing some silly computer game and putting blocks in a world, that's not something that I need to create disappointment about, right? If it was something real life with real life consequences, then you need to take that burden on and deal with it. But it's not. It's just a silly computer game. I mean, it's not silly. It's a beautiful computer game. Let's get real. It's a beautiful, wonderful computer game. Dang, I wasn't expecting such a great speech right at the beginning here. Yeah, on the speech at the beginning, right? About that. I have been streaming for years, and doing that made me comfortable with casual talk. In that time, I have always been taking on, advice, not advice aimed at me, just people who put advice out there, self-help material. I watch videos about mental health, I listen to audiobooks, whatever. And I think it over and over again in my mind, and I try and drill the concepts in so that I can draw on them when I need them. And then lately, I think there's just been this link where the two have come together, and now I'm finding myself able to talk about both of those things. So a lot of the stuff that I talk about in the streams, I thought them over a lot in my mind beforehand. And I think if you want to do something like this, you want to talk to people, be a public speaker, or just chat over live streams, right? It's not a thing that you're just gonna have Some people might have a natural inclination to it, but you're going to have to like build a skill set. And I think I've just built that skill set without realizing it, right? I thought over these concepts in my mind, and I've been chatting to people on a live stream for ages. And then all of a sudden the two meet and it's like, there we go. So anyway, if you have anything you want to achieve, you know, then you have to work towards it. Basically, you know, like this concept called the skill stack. You have to build skills to be able to do things. And like I've just done that unintentionally. But another thing I did was like try and play guitar, right? So then I had to build those skills. I had to practice and learn. But yeah, think about life that way. What do you want to achieve? What do you need to practice and do to get there?